in regards to more shows, did you ever watch the entirety of Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Justice League Unlimited, and Batman Beyond? That whole DCAU.
I watched Batman Beyond. I probably finished it. It had 3 seasons or something. I'm pretty sure I watched all of it. And I watched the movie where Joker comes back, the Joker returns. I watched that one. I watched the original Batman animated series. I don't know if I watched all of it, but I watched most of Superman.
Okay.
I did not watch Justice League, and I did not watch Justice League Unlimited.
Justice League and Justice League Unlimited are like, it's the end game version of putting things together after like a lot of build up before Endgame was obviously the thing. It's so well done in a lot of episodes, so incredibly huge, wonderful payoffs. Definitely recommend that.
I would be down to watch that and talk about it.
And since you're Mr. True Gamer, how can you have never played Bioshock?
I don't know. I
the
just never.
day
I
you
missed
told me
it.
that, I was so close to going out to any store that's open, buying you whatever game system it's currently available on, and say you need to play this now. Because
it's probably on Game Pass. I probably could just play it on Game Pass.
Bioshock is one of those, like, everybody has those games, like aside from like their quote unquote favorite game. I feel like there's more of a collection of games to help like define your gaming taste and potentially you as a person as well. For me, it would include fighting games in general, specifically Street Fighter. It would also include Bioshock, some aspects of Saints Row, definitely God of War, definitely Kingdom Hearts. Like, these are like games that I feel like you need to play in some regard. Yeah, some of those are games that will definitely change your life.
I'm a terrible. I mean, I'm fine. We want to do like stream sometime. Me playing Bioshock for the first time. I have missed out on a lot of games. I never played any of the Mass Effect games. I've never played any of the Fallout games. I've never played. I mean, I played the very beginning of Mass Effect, the very beginning of Fallout 4, the very beginning of Assassin's Creed, and I hated it.
I played Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, and I was like, okay, this is fun. And then I had no interest to play the rest.
Yeah, I never played any of the Assassin's Creed. I never played any of the Arkham games.
I played all the Arkham games. I played even the offshoot Arkham Origins. I played all the Mass Effect. Now, the Mass Effects, I will have to give credit's due. My wife is a huge Mass Effect fan. Huge Mass Effect fan.
I watched my sister play through them, the original trilogy.
And I actually used to watch her play when we started dating. And then she was like, you should really play. So then we got like the collector's edition with all of them. Like, okay, fine. So I played it straight through. So 1, 2, and 3 blend in a lot because I did it like not in one sitting, but just like continuous Mass Effect. So it's hard for me to remember what went to what. And obviously we played Mass Effect Andromeda. Very excited for the 15 years from now when they release the next Mass Effect. Yeah, that's that.
I heard Andromeda wasn't good.
Sorry?
I heard Andromeda wasn't good.
I feel like Andromeda got a lot of bad hype to it that didn't deserve. It wasn't great, but it definitely was not anywhere near as bad as people said it was.
I feel like people didn't like the end of the original trilogy, so like it was kind of like a fall off of that.
Unfortunately, I think you and I know this as just like general geeky people. Certain things will never live up to the hype that other people put them at, no matter what, because it's
nobody's
not
ever
your
happy.
Specific headcanon about, well, it should have been this. Yes, and when you want to get on Archive of Our Own and write that, you go right ahead. Until then, this was their decision, so it's gonna be whether it's good or bad. That is what it is. And then for the rest of it, it's like, sometimes stuff is just hit or miss. I mean, there's not really much you can do about it. It doesn't mean like, oh, this is horrible. Like, it is. People, when they get mad at Star Wars stuff, as a big Star Wars fan myself, they get like, oh, George Lucas sold out, da, 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 da. Maybe. But at the end of the day, he kind of made it all, so he can make it whatever he wants. If he comes out, you know what, everybody was at Android except C-3PO. He can absolutely say that because he made it. It's his thing. You may not agree with what he did with it later on or how he did it, but that you can't really argue with the creator of it because it's his thing.
And now everybody's dying for him to come back after most of what Disney's done with it. Acolyte just got canceled.
I heard.
I never watched Acolyte.
I'm part of that problem because I didn't watch Acolyte.
Yeah, but in terms of other games that I haven't played any of the Silent Hill games. I haven't. I've
played
played
part of
one Resident Evil game. I played Resident Evil 4 on the Wii.
I will see that one I feel like is the free space in the bingo square, because after Resident Evil did so well, Resident Evil 4 did so well, they put it out on every platform imaginable. Like, I sometimes joke that, those fridges that have like the little TV screen? You'll be able to play Resident Evil 4 there as well, because you can
Play it
play
in
it
your
on
Tesla.
the Wii, on the Wii U, on the Switch, on the PS whatever, and this, and then they have the remake, and then they have it
Phone
on
port.
Xbox. They have it on your phone. They have it. It's on everything. They have it on Oculus, so now it's also on the PSVR. They have it on everything. Resident Evil 4 is one of those games that if there's a way to port it, they will absolutely port it, which is nice if you're a person who hasn't played it, but I feel like everybody in every game genre has played Resident Evil 4 in some regard.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4 was the one I played. I played it on the Wii. I liked it because it was, motion controls and that kind of thing. That was the reason. I also played Umbrella Chronicles, which was like a rail shooter. I hate rail shooters, but I played it because, the Wii was new and cool. But I've also never played any of the God of War games.
Oh my God, you're killing me.
Yeah, I've also always been an Xbox person, so God of War was
your first mistake.
Yeah, why? I have so many good memories. Me and Lakota on stream recently were replaying Gears of War. I love Gears of War.
I never played Gears of War.
I like it less after the guy who plays Dom yelled at me at a con. But besides that, I really like Gears of War. I played through it with Lakota when he was probably significantly too young to be playing it, and have good memories attached to it.
When my wife and I met,
Played Halo.
She was a very hardcore Xbox person. Like, she had her Xbox, she loved it. Fine. I was like, oh, you should play. She's like, no, I'm not really a PlayStation person. Okay, fine. Now she swears by it. And again, we got to play Final Fantasy VII Remake, the first one, the second one, 16, all the Final Fantasy games that she loves are all right there. She's played other games that she's become. Cyberpunk, we played that on the PlayStation as well. Again, it was available everywhere, but, you get used to that thing. Most people got used to Xbox, and you just become that thing. But I feel like there are certain games that transcend that. And even though I've never had an Xbox, I obviously understand and acknowledge that Gears of War is a huge thing. And at some point, if I get the opportunity, I should play it. Absolutely. God of War is one of those things. It just transcends the system, becomes a huge point for gaming as a whole.
I really want to play it. I've wanted to. I don't own it on anything, but I would.
Can't own it on anything.
I did. You can get it on Steam. But
yeah,
I think you can get it on
Steam.
Yeah, I don't have any money, but I do have.
By Dragon. All right.
I do have Horizon Zero Dawn that I started playing on stream.
That's
at
such
one
a
point.
good game.
I started playing it. I was enjoying it on Steam, and I wanted to play it for the longest time, and then I just kind of got busy, and then
no. That's a very good game. I didn't 100% it. I very rarely 100% games anymore, but that was really good. I do want to get Forbidden West, but they came out with Forbidden West Complete Edition, which is the game and all the DLC, pretty quickly, moderately quickly. But I feel like it's gonna go down in price just at some point, because you wait long enough, if it goes down in price, it becomes free on PlayStation Plus anyways. And that's a very big frustration when you buy as a game. Like, damn it.
So what are the other things you're convincing me? So you've done animated content,
show, live action shows, video games. I mean, if you haven't, you should get into Primal. Primal's great.
I really should get into that.
They have dice.
Yeah. They have cards and dice.
I mean, as far as anime, I think you've seen a lot of the anime that I've seen. But I would say, did you watch all of Death Note?
Yes.
Okay, so we got Death Note. I'm just trying to go over like the mainstream ones first, and then obviously Cowboy Bebop and Black Butler. You're up to date with now. You're up to date with Black Butler, thankfully.
Yeah, it took a while because I was watching anything I'm watching with Lakota takes a little while because we gotta line up our schedules and everything. Not as much going forward because he's gonna be here all the time. But
I'm trying to think of what else. There's a Monster Girl one, which I didn't realize.
Monster Girl Masamune?
Yes, but there's also another one.
Oh.
There's two Monster Girl animes. I didn't realize what kind of animes they were going into it. I didn't realize that they were like etchy sketchy ones.
I mean, it's a Monster Girl anime.
I didn't know. I just thought, oh, Monster Girls. Okay, that's fun. Nope. I mean, it was still fun, but that was a lot more boobs than I imagined. Those were good though. They were,
What's it called?
you know, the a NutraSweet kind of thing where you're not getting any of the calories, but you still get the flavor of the things. What else? Honestly, Food Wars. I haven't finished Food Wars.
I did finish it.
Yeah, I have to kind of go over my very limited anime list and let you know. Yeah, I watched.
Elaine just did a review of this one.
I didn't watch that one.
I liked Miss Kobayashi.
Kobayashi was great.
We're looking at a list.
Yeah, sorry guys. But Monster One, so there's one where it takes place in like modern times, and there's one that takes place in like.
She also watched this and
that
reviewed
one,
it.
exactly. That's it.
This was it.
Yeah,
Monster Girl Doctor. Oh, Elaine just reviewed this.
Yeah, Monster Girl Doctor was good. Monster Girl Student was. I mean, they're both very similar to just different time periods of Monster Girls.
I've been wanting to watch Monster Musume or whatever. I've heard it's decent.
I mean, now that you've kind of shown me the tropes that exist, it is another one of those like very clearly harem one where like every girl in the world for some reason in love with him, and that's it. But yeah, I don't know. It was fun. It was like a nice like silly thing to watch. Yeah, like I said, in terms of anime, there's probably not much that I could tell you that you haven't seen already or aren't already aware
I haven't watched
of.
Dress Up Darling. I've only watched 2 episodes of Rent a Girlfriend, but
Okay,
I want to continue it. So
if you want to continue this as a anime per anime kind of thing, then I'll watch your 3. But you have to watch Dress Up Darling and you have to watch
Rent a Girlfriend.
I'm on the last season of Rent a Girlfriend because I forgot a 3rd season had come out, maybe 4th season. The most recent season had come out, so we're on that. But definitely watch. Rent a Girlfriend, definitely watch Dress Up Darling. Dress Up Darling, I thought was incredibly cute. Like, it definitely had its overly sexy times. Like, this is much, 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 much sexier than I expected it to be. But it also has its very, very sweet moments. It has its very cute moments. And there's some scenes in particular where, like, your heart really goes out for certain characters. Like, definitely give it a watch.
I will do that. That will be my trade.
Sounds good.
With you.